here we have Claudine joining us today. She's going to show us some awesome moves.
So I'm gonna go into a basic side control now. You can go either way here. So typical side control, we'll start with this arm, hopefully in my hip, and your opponent is usually pushing you away. Now I don't prefer to play this way, especially being a smaller person who rolls with bigger people. There's a lot of strength in this arm and there's a lot of strength in the hips. And they want to push up and create the space to get in. So what I prefer to do is once I can get this arm isolated, so whether I come in this way to come back in, or I switch my hips the opposite way, I'm then gonna take my arm from underneath her head, I'm gonna go over her arm and grab onto the belt. Then from here, I'm switching my hips, and I'm keeping tight. I want to stay high up on the armpit. Now, this creates all of this open space, which is great for me. This is where I can submit. This is where I can go to mount. Kat's not going to like that. So what I'm going to do, my bottom knee right here is staying on her hip. And I want to get my arm in to block the legs. And I'm going to reinforce that with my knee. So from here, I've got the legs beat. What's gonna happen, because Kat can't see, I've got all this open space, is she's gonna reach for my leg, which is exactly what I want from this position. This is gonna give me a couple options. So one option is gonna be going into a kimura. She has a grip on my pant, but it is very easy to break. I can grab onto her arm, and I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna kick with the leg and come back in. Now from here, I'm keeping wrist control. I'm coming underneath, and I'm grabbing the figure 4 on my own wrist. From here, often I'll turn back in to keep the pressure, and we'll come in for the kimura. Now, if Kat sees me attempting that kimura, and she's got my leg, she's gonna grab her belt. This is much harder to break. It's a battle of strength. I don't have my leg to kick out. That is fine. Because now she's got this pinned, I have all this space here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my head to the mat, keeping my weight on her. I'm overshooting, that way I can take this leg all the way over, sliding back down into mount. And I've now got my balls.
Yeah, I'll show you what the
Now, the final option I'm gonna show is if I make a mistake and she's able to get this arm in. So let's say I'm making this transition, but I'm not tight, the arm is in. From here, I'm now limited on how I can get to mount, which arm I can attack, and I'm gonna go to north-south from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide my hips back. I'm gonna make this uncomfortable for her by putting my ribs to her face. She now has to look away, and she can't roll in towards me any longer. From here, I'm going to take this arm. I'm going underneath her arm, and I'm grabbing the very back of her lapel. Now from here, I'm going to switch my hips, and I'm going to keep my weight on my shoulder, into her sternum, into her chest. Also not super comfortable. Can tripod up to keep the weight in. Now from here, I'm going to lighten up just to show the technique. There is a paper cutter to the left. What's more than likely going to happen though, she's going to see that coming and she's going to protect her neck. She's not just going to let me grab and take the grip. So what I can do here is I can grab onto the hand, place it on her chest, and now block it with my face. Now I have the freedom to go thumb in and bring my elbow to the mat.
Whoa, that was great. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Not so good for me, good for her. So, how often do you like to do this move? Unsuspecting how
This is my side control game. If I'm going to side control, I'm switching my hips, I'm taking that overhand grip.
Nice.
It creates so many options.
Yeah, and it's sneaky, and you don't have to use strength. You just use your technique and you leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Great, awesome. Do you find that when you are doing this, you might come into a few little obstacles?
Yes, there's definitely the details you can miss. Like if you are not bringing your knee to reinforce your arms, and you got a lot of little people bringing the knees to their face, you might have to transition to something else if you can't get back in and open up that space.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of all counting on taking that grip and making sure you maintain that space.
Awesome, great.
So from here, we're going to take the arm that's under her head out. We're going to go over and grab herself.
That's all I
Take
say.
this out, come to the other side of the hip so she can't turn it. Now you're going to turn onto your hips so your back is facing Erica's. Yep. So from here you have all this space to either go to mount, or you can start to attack the arm. Erica is going to want to bring her knees in. So you want to bring your arm into block and bring your knee underneath that arm to reinforce. So from here, Erica can't see what you're doing, and she doesn't want you to progress into mount. So what she's probably going to do is take this arm and go to block this knee from coming. It's not a problem for you because you can grab onto the wrist. And if she doesn't have a grip on your pant, you're free to just break it off and go in, grabbing the figure four here and finishing the kimura. Now if we go back and Erica sees that coming, she doesn't want that to happen, and she grabs onto her belt to defend. That's also not a problem. You can keep that grip here. You're going to bring your head overshot to the mat. That way this leg can come high over her legs and right into mount. Perfect. Alright, so let's say we're going into that position, but Erica sees it coming and she's going to get her inside arm to the inside of your hips. So this makes it harder to do everything that we just did. So what you're going to do here is you're going to shift your hips more into north-south. So walk your hips back in towards her face, making her face away from you. Perfect. Now this arm, you're going to reach under her arm and getting the back of her leg up. Perfect. Once you have that high up on the neck, you're going to turn your weight onto this shoulder and turn your hips. Perfect. Now this arm can come out and you're going to grab thumb in, and then you can bring the elbow down. Now let's say you go to get that grip, but Erica's defending. She knows it's coming. She's keeping this to the inside of your hand. She doesn't want that happening. You could palm her hand, bring it down her chest. Now put your head over it to block it, and now you're free to grab that grip. Elbow down. Perfect.
Anything else you'd like to add about this? And the submissions too.
It's great for small people. They can't grab you and roll you. You got your base.
Yeah. I like the tripoding too. That was good. She felt so heavy and she's so small. So awesome. Thank you so much, Claudia. Appreciate it. So don't forget, every Sunday, women's class, Morcelli Jiu-Jitsu, Taunton, Mass. And like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hear what you think about these moves from these awesome gals at Morcelli Jiu-Jitsu. Thanks a lot.